A while ago, I concluded my Plus 100 series, in which I re-reviewed my Sideshow Dinosaurs 100 videos after their original reviews. The main reason was my basic setup back then didn't do justice to the detail and the color of those models, and I wanted to do that now. There are other models I've wanted to revisit, and thankfully PNSO is giving us a break right now. My old McFarlane Dragons obviously, but for dinosaurs, a no-brainer has to be my Dinosaurs from Dan's Dinosaurs exclusive line. Dan's Dinosaurs is no stranger to many of us. Now, Dan's is a small business that's been serving collectors since 2009, and I'm sure many of us can attest to the service that he provides. Dan is happy to talk to other collectors, and I found him very helpful with information even when I wasn't buying anything. When I first learned he had his own exclusive line and even offered his models finished, it was a real boon since I can't build or paint to save my life. I had the fortune to have all my models painted by Martin Garratt. Now some of these are no longer available, so all the more reason why I want to celebrate them again. Obviously, they were released years ago, so I won't talk about little inaccuracies which would be anachronistic and irrelevant, but focus on the models themselves. And today we'll look at the Monarch T-Rex. Now this was my first resin kit, and also an introduction to higher-end smaller models that were not large sideshows. It's a 1/40th scale model from a digital sculpt by Andrew Sides, and as I said, finished by Martin Garratt. As you'll see, we really can't separate looking at the detail as well as how the paintwork elevates those details. And we'll start off in the head. Now, detail-wise, you get plenty. The bosses, the hornlets, and the little scutes lining the various bony outlines. Now paint-wise, look at the kind of translucency in the skin that you can only get with many built-up layers. Just in this one area, for example, you see the various shades, the highlights. And then there's the level of meticulousness you can get only with an individually painted model. You won't get the typical vexations such as teeth with painting overruns. You can see how carefully painted this is. The little bumps here, each carefully covered with no bleeding. Now moving down, you'll see more of Martin's exemplary work on this detailed model. The rows of scutes. Even this faint scaling detail you can see here in the torso, and even then only from certain angles. Again, just overall, the organic appearance of the skin created by many careful layers. The veins in the belly region. The thighs, down the legs, Just look at the detail in the leg and foot scales. A look at the underside. And then the tail. Just look at the detail, like the scutes and the veins. Now the base. A base is almost always essential if you like your bipedal dinosaurs dynamic, but with correctly proportionate and not clown feet. Environmental details like the log, the different surface texture, and these cycads just create a sense of reality and context. Now also, I wouldn't suggest filling it up, but if you really wanted to, you'll be delighted with the realistic feel of the moss. The rock. The sandy grain. Let's put everything together. And that's the Dan's Dinosaurs line Monarch T-Rex, and it's still the best 1 to 40th T-Rex that I have. Next, we'll look at the Dan's Dinosaurs Diabloceratops, so I'll see you in that video.